Hello, good afternoon, students and aspirants. Welcome to SciCrack India. Through this medium, we already discussed two sessions, like 10 questions each. So please go through my playlist, and if you want to see that 20 questions. So now we are going, already started the series of 2025 June psychology paper, UGC NET Psychology paper. So now we are going to the third sessions. So if you are new to my channel, I would like to request send to your friends link. You can send my channel link and also subscribe if you are new to my channel, so that you can the update will comes to you, and also you can get benefit. So now I am going to start my further questions. The questions were, the question number 71, the orthogonal rotation is carried out, okay, is carried out in factor analysis when factors are uncorrelated, correlated, dependent upon each other, placed at 180 degree to each other. So now the questions is coming, we have to understand what is the meaning of orthogonal rotation. So basically orthogonal rotation is related to uncorrelated factors. Okay, so there is no correlations. So when we use orthogonal rotation, when the factors are uncorrelated. So you can go to the when we are talking about a factor analysis, you can refer this. So the answer is here. The answer is 1. 1 is the correct answer. Okay, so you can say that here uncorrelated is the right answer. Okay, so now we are moving to the further questions. So now next year going to write, the question is write the appropriate sequence for causes of forgetting. So every day we forget, and there is some sequences given why we forget. The first will comes to you the way generally encoding failure. So sometimes we failure to encode the information from external world. So now what we have to do after that, we do interference. Okay, interference is common thing, like, so we start interfer the things, like whatever we gain the informations, then after some time it will decay. Okay, so when decay happens, that means we forget the information. The all information are not stored for a longer time, they get decay. So slowly they're getting disappear. So then what will happen when the disappear happens, we are not able to recollect, then retrieval failure will occur. So when decay will occurs, so the retrieval failure will happens. So this is the A, B, D, C. So this is the right options. First is encoding failure, and then interference, and then decay, and then retrieval failures. So retrieval failure is the last method. Okay, so now we can choose here. So what is the right one? So the fourth one is the right answer. The fourth one is the right answer. Okay, students, we will move into further. So now the match the following is here. Okay, so it's a quite easy question. You can easily write the answer here. See what are the least one and least two match the following. So now classical conditioning is related to, that everyone know that A2. So Ivanov Pavlov, and nonsense syllabus related to Ebbinghaus. So then we can easily say A2 and B3. So A2, B3, the options are given here. A2, B3 is the 2. Option 2 is the correct answer. So you can easily understand. Okay, A2, B3, the 2 is the correct answer. So other one, magical number, is related to G.A. Miller, and law of acquisition is Edwin Guthrie. So now we can easily understand this is the right answer. Okay, so this is, you can say here, you can also match here, Ebbinghaus and all. So now law acquisitions, this is the right one, and this is the right answer. So now I am going to the next one. So now you understand the match the following. So now we are going to the next one question. So identify the correct sequence of an action research. So sometimes in paper 1 also action research questions is very popular. So what is the method in action research question? So 74. So option 2 is the right one. Because why option 2 is, first we do the observation. Observation is very important. Then after observation we plan. Okay, we plan, and then what we can do, we do the action plan, and then B is the reflection. When we take an action, we also looking into the reflection plan. So what is the right one? So now the 2-1 is right. First we observe the things, and then plan accordingly, and then DB action, and then reflection. So reflection is the last stage. Okay, reflection is the last one. So this is the one thing we can say. So now you understand. We are moving into the next question. Okay, so now the questions is asking here, a common logical error that people make is to seek information that support their ideas rather than evidence that would invalidate those ideas. This error is called deductive reasoning, affirming the consequent, and confirmation bias, affirming the antecedent. So outwardly it look like it's not deductive reasoning, because deductive reasoning is quite different. So we are taking from general to narrow down the topic. Actually deductive reasoning is related to hypothesis formation. So second one, affirming consequent, also not matching here, as the question is more matching the third option. So because the confirmation bias, so we a common logical error that people make is to seek information. Whatever we know, already we have the information, that is we are confirmed with us our understandings, but we are biased with the, even though the people make is to seek information that support their ideas rather than evidence. So even though we don't have even evidence we have, but we are not agree with that, because we have confirmed with some bias. So that is the confirmation bias is the right answer. So confirmation bias is the right answer. Okay, so now you can say confirmation bias is the right answer. So confirmation bias is the right answer. So now we are moving into the next question. So now it is very important. Question number 76. In which of the following statistical analysis we have more than one dependent and outcome variables? So here they are given the options: simple regression, multiple regression, multivariate analysis of variance, three-way analysis of variance. So here they are asking about the outcome variable and also more than one variable. So they are like independent and dependent variable. That means three independent variables we can use here. More than one means three independent variables and related to MANOVA. Multivariate analysis means here it is a MANOVA. So now the option is 3-1 is matching here. Okay, so here they are not asking simple regression and also multiple regression. They are asking about the multivariate analysis. Okay, MANOVA also we say it is related to MANOVA. So okay, so this is what you have to understand. So okay, now we are moving into the next question. The most recent revolutionary development of the brain convolutions has two main regions. So here dorsal portions, ventral portion. This is very current oriented question, actually little bit tough you can say, but as far as we go to the sources, Gairy and Sulci is the C and D is the right option, because they are helping. Okay, the folds actually they help in the development of the surface of the brain. Okay, they help in the development of the surface of the brain. Okay, so these are very important. So nowadays the research has done, there are so much evolutionary development happens. Okay, surface of the brain. Okay, so development, okay, you have to brain surface areas, actually development of the brain surface areas. Okay, this is very important. So we are moving into the next one. Okay, so what is the next questions we will go to the discuss. So now 78 question, arrange the sequence of the central nervous system. So there are some of the important part which is very important for behavioral understanding. So here dura mater, organoid space, cerebrospinal fluid, organoid membrane. So here we need to be arranged most correct answer, the sequence of the central nervous system. So 78 is the option, 3 is the right one. Why 3 is the right one? We will go by one. So now first comes to the dura mater. Dura mater comes first here. Okay, so dura mater is the first one. So this is the right one answer. Okay, 78 is the right one. Then comes to the organoid membrane, and then cerebrospinal fluid. We need to be understand the central nervous system very carefully, then only we can able to understand subarachnoid space. So here we have to understand the proper sequence of the central nervous system. So this is little bit tough questions. You need to be familiar with the central nervous system, then only you can say correct answer. Okay, so now it is done. So we are moving into the next question. So now, so we are coming to here, moving into the next question. So now, one complex behaviors are learned. They can be maintained using different schedules of reinforcement. Which type of schedule produces the highest response rate? So now obviously when the question asking, there is not fixed schedule, because they are asking here different schedules. So fixed schedule not possible, variable schedule is possible, interval schedule is also not possible, and ratio schedule is also not possible. Here the most matching is maintained using different schedules, means variable level of schedules. Okay, variable, we are using the variable level of schedules. Okay, you know that different schedule of reinforcement are there. So accordingly that we can use the variable schedule is the right answer. So now we are moving to the next one. Okay, so I hope you understand. Next we are moving into the next question. So another, again, cattle and horse theory is very important. Nowadays they are asking questions. In the previous year also the questions are related to cattle and horse theory. So now they are asking theory postulate two kinds of intelligence: a person who is good at using and combining familiar facts as high. So the person who is familiar, who is good in using and combining familiar facts, has high in crystallized intelligence. Actually he has given cattle given crystallized and fluid intelligence. Here the what do you mean the crystallized intelligence is that the person who is good in using the past experiences and understanding the facts and connecting that facts. So that is what crystallized intelligence. So you can easily understand crystallized intelligence. So now, so we are going to complete 10 questions. Okay, so any queries regarding to the options and explanations more needed, you can comment me on my channel. You can comment, and you can also contact me personally. So we are ready to give the options. Still we are going to depth analysis, because now we am going to give the major answer and little bit surface explanations. You need more explanation, then also I will give you the more right explanations. So now I am going to conclude and also wait for the other 10 questions. We are start giving 10 questions explanations every day. We are giving, or day by day we are going to complete these things, so that you can know how to prepare your exams. So thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to